MagPro Awards is back, and it is that time where GovGuam wants to award and recognize its top performing employees. Now I have two public sector staffers who are outstanding in their own right. Will Castro from the Bureau of Stats and Plans. Will, half a day.
Half a day. Thank you for having us.
All right, and our good friend Charles Esteves from Civil Defense. Welcome back, Charles.
Half a day.
All right, so I don't think you guys can win this award because, like I said, I mean, you guys, do enough outstanding work and everything, but you guys are actually part of the team that is actually putting this together so that we can actually say thank you, congratulations, and please keep up the good work to some truly outstanding GovGuam employees.
You're correct on both points. One, all cabinet officials are exempt from participating. And number two, yes, we're here to basically encourage folks to nominate some outstanding employees, any one of 10,000.
Okay, now how exactly do we go about nominating them? Because it's kind of hard to put them into the same buckets, or you can't really normalize and say like maybe like a customer service rep at Rev and Tax is the same as like a GWA like line tech or like a water technician.
You got like 27 categories, and actually it breaks down into 55 sub-occupational groups. And so actually you could nominate an employee of the year for any one of the multiple agencies, and it's not restricted to one awardee. As a matter of fact, there were 300 nominations last time and about 127 finalists. But you're right, these awards are meant not necessarily to recognize the fine work that you do, that you get paid to do. This is really designed to highlight some of the things that you do over and above what you get paid to do on an 8 to 5 basis. So we have some really neat categories like Innovative Program of the Year. We have the Medal of Valor Award, and so you could see those kinds of innovations or heroic acts are not necessarily captured in your 8 to 5 job description. And so those are the opportunities for folks really to strut their stuff and talk about what they've done that makes them different from their colleagues and their peers.
Yeah, and so Charles, we can nominate basically anybody in GovGuam, like
you can nominate
yes, any agency.
Any agency within governing Guam. And it's a standardized form that you use. Basically, they fill out the information, what category they're nominating for, subcategory, and then there's the narrative that they write up. And the narrative is the most important meat and potatoes of the actual form. So,
yeah. So you got about 10,000 GovGuam employees, 6,000 in the executive branch. But we even welcome nominations from our semi-autonomous and autonomous partners, folks at the university, of course, folks at the Ports Authority. And they have 4 days, so there's a number of ways they can get the information. They can go to magproawards.com, or they can contact the Department of Labor, or they can contact the Civil Service Commission, or of course you can reach out to Chuck Esteves or myself directly. I'm at the Bureau of Statistics and Plans, and he's over at Homeland Security, Civil Defense.
Chuck's always keeping us safe, and you're just like crunching numbers and everything like that. But you guys certainly aren't busy enough to take a phone call and explain to people how it works.
No, we have good people in our rank and file that really look forward to receiving a positive statement from the community, especially if it comes down to recognizing their peers. And so we encourage that. As a matter of fact, we want folks to participate. As I mentioned earlier, the deadline would be September 23rd, so about 4 days from now. Right, and then the actual banquet will be on November 19th. But this is not all. We also have a MagPro 5K, 2K fun run walk, which Chuck could probably share with all of us.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's actually been a pretty popular event, the MagPro 5K. Normally we've done it around the Halloween time. We've had a costume contest that goes with it. Some people actually go into costume when they do the run.
They do.
It's a pretty good event, competing with a couple other endurance type events this year, but we feel that the actual participation for the MagPro is going to be roughly around the same amount of people we had last year, normally in the hundreds. So. Okay,
and is there any limit? Because I know, most people out there would say, I'd like to nominate my favorite, GPA installer for something like this, and then maybe somebody I met at the hospital, or there was this police officer who was very nice to me and everything. I'd like to do like multiple.
Sure. No, the short answer is no. As a matter of fact, you can submit as many nominations as possible. Fantastic. What's happening though is once you get it into the agencies, it's up to respective directors to go ahead and make that final nomination for that category on behalf of the agency. But the nominations are open to the general public and to anybody within any of the executive branches.
All right,
agencies.
Well, guys, we really appreciate it, and congratulations. Thanks. And thanks for what you guys do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us.
It's all about the employees.
All right. Yeah. And it's all about you out there on this note. So we are going to say goodbye, adios, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Close